Hello students, let us start with our first topic of numerical analysis, finite difference operators and their relations. Let us consider a function y is equal to f of x. Here x is independent variable is called argument and dependent variable y is called entry. Now let us consider different arguments at equal intervals h. So here arguments a plus h, a plus 2h and so on, and let us consider at these points entries are f of a, ya, f of a plus h, that is ya plus h and so on. Now these two arguments, any two arguments, you can see their difference is same. Difference between these two is h, difference between these two is h. So here this h is called interval of differencing. Likewise, if you take difference between two consecutive entries in forward direction, that is f of x plus h minus f of x, then it is denoted by delta f of x called forward difference. Here delta is forward difference operator. And if we take the difference in reverse direction, that is from x to x minus h. So f of x minus f of x minus h is denoted by nabla f of x. This symbol is of nabla. And this nabla f of x is called backward difference. And this operator here is called backward difference operator. Now f of x plus h can also be written as capital E f of x, where E will be the shift operator because this E is shifting x to x plus h. And in reverse direction, inverse operator E inverse. F of x gives f of x minus h. If we are taking inverse operator, then we have to subtract h, and if we are taking E, then we have to add h. Likewise, we have two more operators, central difference operator and average operator. Central difference operator denoted by delta. Delta f of x is f of x plus h by 2 minus f of x minus h by 2. And similarly, average operator denoted by mu. Mu f of x is half of f of x plus h by 2 plus f of x minus h by 2. Now here, this delta f of x is first order forward difference. Now we will study higher order forward differences in this table, which is called diagonal forward difference table. So let us consider arguments x as 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here I am taking only 5 arguments. You can take more than 5 also. And let us consider entries are at corresponding arguments. Entries are y0, y1, y2, y3 and y4. Now, if you take difference between two consecutive entries, that is y1 minus y0, that is denoted by delta y0. Similarly, y2 minus y1 will be delta y1 and so on. This is our first order differences, forward differences. If you take difference of first order forward differences, then you will get second order forward differences. So delta y1 minus delta y0 gives delta square y0. Likewise, delta y2 minus delta y1 gives delta square y1. So we have second order forward differences. And if you take difference of these differences, then you will get third order. And similarly, from differences of third order, you will get fourth order differences. So this is the table for forward differences. Here you can see these dark letters. First, y0 is called leading term, and all other delta y0, delta square y0, delta cube y0 and delta 4 y0 is called leading differences. In journal, in place of 0, 1, 2, 3, if we take journal terms a plus h, a plus 2h and so on, and entries ya plus h, ya plus 2h and so on, then differences will be delta ya will be delta ya plus h minus ya, delta square ya will be delta ya plus h minus delta ya, and similarly if you take nth order forward difference, then it will be difference of n minus 1th order forward difference. That is delta n minus 1 y a plus h minus delta n minus 1 y a. While writing any order forward difference, you have to keep just two things in your mind. First is, if you are taking forward difference, then you have to go from a to a plus h, means one step ahead. And second thing, if you are taking nth order difference, calculating nth order difference, then you have to take n minus 1th here in right hand side. If you are taking here third order, then you have to take here second order in right hand side. Then you can easily write any order forward difference. And likewise, we can draw diagonal backward difference table. This one. Here backward difference nebula f of x is given by f of x minus h, f of x minus f of x minus h. Here we'll move one step backward from x to x minus h. And in this table also, table is same. You have to take difference of consecutive entries, y1 minus y0. But y1 minus y0 in place of delta y0, here we'll write nebula y1. See this difference carefully. In this table, y1 minus y0 is del y0, because we were writing forward difference table. But here we are writing backward difference. So y1 minus y0 will be nebula y1. Likewise all other also, y2 minus y1 will be nebula y2, and so on. If you take difference of this column, then you will get second order backward difference. And if you take difference of this column, then you will get third order, and similarly fourth order. Now see one more thing carefully. In this table, forward difference table, we have this upper diagonal. In this upper diagonal, these suffixes are same, y0, y0, y0 and y0. But here in backward difference table, see this lower diagonal. At this lower diagonal, suffixes are same, y4, y4, y4 and y4. That's why we are calling it backward difference table. Okay. Study in more detail yourself. Now let us do two examples, one of forward and one of backward. So our first example is, construct a diagonal forward difference table for this function, considering only 7 arguments. Means, if we take x is equal to 1 to 7, then we can find value of y from here, only up to 7. Next, we have to show that fourth order differences are constant and fifth order differences are 0. And also we have to find value of y for x is equal to 8 from the table. Up to 7 we can write from this equation, but for 8 we have to find value of y from this table. So first let us construct this table like we just discussed our forward difference table. Here arguments are, that is values of x are 1 to 7 and 8 also, because at 8 we have to find that value, and let us consider that entries a which we have to find. Up to this point, up to 7, these value we have written from this equation. If you put x is equal to 1 in this equation, you will get y is equal to 8. If you put x is equal to 2 in this equation, you will get y is equal to 28, and so on. If you put x is equal to 7 in this equation, you will get y is equal to 2438. But remember, will not put x is equal to 8 in this equation, because we have to find value of y at x is equal to 8 from this table only. So now let us construct higher order differences, first order, second order, third order and so on. If you take difference of 28 minus 8, you will get 20, 98 minus 28, you will get 70, similarly 70 minus 20, 50, 110 minus 50, 60 and so on. You have to take just differences of these consecutive entries and then differences of entries in this column and in this column and so on. Now observe carefully this column. Fourth order forward difference. Here all entries are constant. So our first result is proved. Fourth order differences are constant. And in fifth order differences, you can see all entries are 0. This must be 0 because above 2 are 0. So our next result is proved. Fifth order differences are 0. Now considering these two, if we take this third entry a minus 4138 also 0, then you will get value of a 4138. So value of y for x is equal to 8 is 4138. Now let us do one more question of backward difference. Here you have to find 7th and 8th term of this series. Here 6 terms are given. So first term is 0, 0, 2, 6, 12 and 20. These 6 terms are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you have to find 7th and 8th. Let us consider these two terms are a and b. Like forward difference table, we can construct backward difference table also. Table procedure is same. You have to take difference of these two and then these two to construct next column. Again you to write next column you will take difference of this column 2 minus 0, 4 minus 2, 6 minus 4 and so on. Now see carefully also in this table also. Here column second order backward differences are constant and third order backward differences are 0. So by considering these 3 0, if we take these 2 also 0, a minus 30 0 and b minus 3a plus 48 is equal to 0, we have two equations and two unknowns. So by solving them you will get a is equal to 30 and b is equal to 42. A means 7th term 30 and b means 8th term, that is 42. That's all for today. Thank you.